Crispy loud, crispy loud.
I like some new shit. Got my little man with me. None of these clowns they can fuck with me. I'm too pretty. Flow so nice.
CP the DJ, I'm here from the heart of a poet. We in the building.
Real ratchet, get nasty with them. I don't play with them, never change on them. Loyalty, I was raised with snake. I was bathed in it. Big wheels for bullshit. Big house, got bags on bags. Bank account, that's racks on racks. Fendi there, don't touch that. Me and the gang, we bout that. Me and the gang, we bout that. Trade our world, we expensive.
Let's go, let's go. We call this one Get Back, Dot Vieira. Video out now, let's go.
We ain't playing with them.
I like some new shit. Me and he on the beat with me. None of these clowns they can fuck with me. I'm too pretty. Flow so nice. Scared to fuck with a Henny on my shit. Cool, check a little classy and real ratchet, get nasty with them. I don't play with them, never change on them. Loyalty, I was raised with it. Name brand, I was bathed in it. Big wheels for bullshit. Big house, got bags on bags. Bank account, that's racks on racks. Fendi there, don't touch that. Me and the gang, we bout that. Me and the gang, we bout that. Trade our world, we expensive. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. No. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Get back. Get back. Niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Get back. On the beat and I ain't playing with them. I stay with it. Just check the range. Dot Vieira, that's the boss's name. Who you rolling with? That's Traylon Gang. Get back. That's 6 steps back. I'm reckless. I get stupid. I'm ruthless. Don't tempt me. I might lose it. Don't do it. Got him on my side. Real bitch. Show him how I ride. That's me, new coupe right outside. I'm picky, so choosy. That's Birkin in, shit, big bag. My bank account, that's big rag. Tell them niggas don't watch that. Tell my world we expensive. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. No. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. No. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. No. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. No. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them.
Yo, you know what it is. DTF Radio from the heart of a poet. CP the DJ, Kashima Amish, Blazing Fire TV. That was Get Back. Dot Vieira. Let's go.
We ain't playing with them.
Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them.
Traylon world. Get back. Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them.
She ain't playing.
Tell them niggas I ain't playing with them. We ain't playing with them.
Hey yo, you already know it's Kashima Amisha, creator, producer, and host here from the Heart of a Poet. We are here every single Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. at DTF radio station. You heard? I'm gonna need y'all to give it up for that Dot Vieira. That was that Dot Vieira. Get back. Tell them niggas we are not playing. You heard? This is Women's History Month. So shout out to Women's History Month, yo. Give it up for all the women. You hear me? This is not just Women's History Month, but International Women's History Month. So give it up for that. You heard? Give it up for CP the DJ on the ones and twos, spinning that independent artist music. You know how we give it up. We support the underground industry. Give it up for Blazing Fire TV, behind the lenses doing what he do. Give it up for Arliss Michaels. He is in the building. The writer and creator of the hit series, The Professional Chiller, y'all. He in the building. Give it up for him. ICP, take us there.
We call this one Brown Sugar. Bill Elise. Ciano T. What's good?
Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little.
Let's go. Once again, we call this Brown Sugar. Bill Elise featuring Ciano T. What's good? From the heart of a poet, each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. we here. CP the DJ, Kashima Amish, Blazing Fire. Let's go.
Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind, my baby. Girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life.
Baby, me like
Whoa,
it.
whoa,
We
whoa, whoa.
it. Like in a spine, tick like clock, make my time it. Girl,
Let's
I'm
go.
find it. You know you're the finest. Love how you killing the girl, but then you say I crime yet.
Wind up your body, girl. No shit. You the life of the party, girl. The attitude cool and they know the rules. Even stepping to you smooth, having a sip or two. Ooh, baby, it's the truth. You the baddest in the crew. All the bitches mad at you. That pussy girl give a nigga gratitude. Oh, fuck up the floor. Back it up and have to fuck up some more. You poppin' like out the store. Fight one, she not track with them odds. They can act fool if they want to. Your body's so good and I want you. Long story short, baby, what you gon' do? Ask that, they know where and I'm on you, girl. Don't stop, don't trip. You feel it, girl, back it up, don't slip. My mind flexing, this wine and I need it. Ready to eat it all night like I'm greedy. Feeling on the spot and I'm heated. Ready to tear it all night and it's sheeted. Yellow like a Jackson when I beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. What? Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind, my baby. Girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar.
I like this one.
In my life.
Brown sugar, let's go.
Like it. We owe you wine it.
Give it up for CP the DJ, y'all.
Make my time it. Girl, you wine it. You know you're the finest.
You can be cute with this one.
You killing the girl, but them not say I crime yet. You me love off your style and your flow, and you ever look clean from your head to your toe. Body you find a shape, I'm a proudly say so. Just make them go they know say that you want a battery that leave me real alone. You are live with you no fuck with money. Just we get to get the more that progress and start a rally. But you one of them, you never fucking on a holiday. So she love off the waves and the way that it's spinning. Got her ready see for days. If I'm if you there with you a crime, telling me pace. Would I never change your personality? Me love you.
Shout out to the feature on this record. Shout out to the producer.
If you be my girl, them are girl and none of them can live in my world. We just want to
We do not own the copyright, but give it up for B.E. Lee.
Attention. So much can make me up, but you alone are the best one. You have me attention. And I fight for your affection. So much can make me up, but you alone are the best one.
I just wanna love you. Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind, my baby. Girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life.
Baby, me like it. The way how you wine it. Like in a spine, tick like clock, make my time it. Girl, how you wine it. You know you're the finest. Love how you killing the girl, but them not say I crime yet.
Hey, 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 hey. Like I said, we here from the heart of a poet. CP the DJ, Blazing Fire TV, Kashima Amish. What's good, what's good, what's good?
What's happening? We in a building or not? We in the building or not?
We here. You know the vibe.
Y'all gotta talk back to me. Y'all know I like a call and response.
Listen,
so I'm gonna
we
try
here,
that
we
one
here.
again. Are we in the building or not?
We never left the building. How about that? How about
that's
that?
right. I know that's
We never
right.
left the building. How about
I
that?
know that's right.
How about we all the building? How about that?
All the way in the building. We about to own half the building. That's what I'm saying. Well, before we get started, shout out to our guest. He is already in the building. Give it up for all his Michaels, y'all. The creator and producer of the hit series, The Professional Chiller.
Yeah. We here.
We in the building. So listen, y'all already know how we do it here from the heart of a poet. Here, I'm your creator, producer, and host, Kashima Amish. You can go follow me at CASHEMA_beauty. Okay? I have a very short piece titled, I Am My Sister's Keeper. Part of the inspiration of this piece is it stems from that song from The Colors Purple, because of course it's, you know, I'm shouting out my women, we celebrating Women's History Month, but when I think of I Am My Sister's Keeper, it's like, sister, You've been on my mind, oh, sister. We're two of a kind, oh, sister. I'm keeping my eyes on you. I bet you think I don't know nothing but singing the blues, oh, sister. I got some news for you. I'm something. I hope you think that you're something too. Sister, I expect the best from you. I will not accept anything less than above exceptional. Sister, I admire that you are a phenomenal woman. Your footsteps are as the sound of thunder. Her energy spread like fire. She's priceless. Her worth is far above rubies. You cannot buy her. Sister, oh, my sister, just give me your hands as we journey through life. Let's pray one another through as we face this world's prejudices, sexualizations, and strife. Sister, oh, my sister. Sister, thank you. Give it up for me, y'all. Give it up for me, y'all. All right. Now, we are going to go into our moment of recognition, right? We want to recognize some of our forerunners, right? So I want to read a very short biography about Minnie Riperton. Okay, Minnie Riperton, rather. She was a singer, okay? Riperton was a Black American singer and songwriter. She hailed from the South Side of Chicago. Riperton was noted for her unique 5.5 octave vocal range. Her talent was on full display with her iconic 1975 single, Loving You. The classically trained singer went on to release other successful songs. However, in August of 1976, she announced that she had breast cancer and had to undergo a mastectomy. Although she was only given 6 months to live at the time of her diagnosis, she continued to record and tour and became the spokesperson for the American Cancer Society. She lost her fight against breast cancer on July 12th of 1979. Her talent and legacy lives on in her daughter, actress and comedian Maya Rudolph. Give it up for Minnie Riperton, y'all. Shout out to the women who, are the founders and the meaning behind the founders of this celebration that we have called International Women's History Month, all right? So we're going to go right on into it. We're going to get into it. What's going on, Arliss? How are you?
Doing good, man. I'm chilling.
All right. How you feeling today? What's going on?
Hey, no, I just made it down to the interview.
I know that's right. Listen, we want to talk about this hit web series that you have on YouTube, right? The Professional Chiller. I want to just dig right into it.
Okay.
How was your series of Professional Chiller birthed, and when was it birthed?
In 05, but we started filming like the end of 05 and dropped in 06. Dropped like January, somewhere in the middle of January, I think January 21st of like 06. So I was thinking about it for a couple of years. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to do it, what it was going to be about. So sometimes that takes a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to fail. So I like to have everything properly planned before I start investing money and time and stuff like that.
I want to ask you that too about like the process. I want to get into your head a little bit about it. Because, we see these series, on YouTube and on TV, and we thinking, especially YouTube, we kind of take it for granted, like, oh, it's YouTube, they didn't have to do much. That's their homies, that's people they know, but people don't realize it's a lot of business, hard work, and production behind it. So I want to get into how did you create your cast and what was that process like?
I mean, the whole cast, they mostly just hung out in my apartment like every day. I mean, they my people, so it was just like, after a while, I was like, man, we got to do something. We ain't gonna just be just chilling here every day. And I mean, I just kept thinking and shit, and I just try to base it off how people like their character, like their
Right.
natural character. So, and then it just, once we filmed the first one, it was only like 17 minutes because I didn't really know.
Right.
I started learning, as we go. Because sometimes, like certain scenes be too long, and now I figured out, like if you look at the earlier episodes, it was like trial and error. So by the fourth episode, season 1, I kind of figured it out now. And then I got an ill director, so my director, like, he make all of us go hard. He'll make us do that shit like 100 times until that shit is perfect.
Shout out to your director.
Yeah, shout out to Calio. Calico. Calico Lou, like he's dope, man. He's I actually met him through one of the cast members, which is Sha, and we just been tight ever since. So he's like super dope.
Okay.
We got a lot of big, plans like for the future, like movies and stuff. So
so speaking of these movies, right? Because you never know who you know, right? You never know how gifted some of us are. So speaking of these movies, will there be any castings coming up?
Oh yeah, you definitely. I mean, my whole thing is to try to find the next talent, the next. You want to discover talent.
Okay.
That's only gonna, like I figured that, the professional shit, that was a stepping stone. So it was like trial and error. I figured that out, mastered that, and I just, as I said, I pretty much discovered them. So now you always looking for more people to discover. This is how people like Keenen Ivory Wayans and all these people got big, Tyler Perry and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Because especially Keenen Ivory Wayans, because he discovered a lot of big people.
Right.
Jamie Foxx, his resume is crazy.
Well, congratulations. You have just discovered Kashima Amish.
Well,
because I am an inspiring actress and I do have some
it.
experience.
You have a voice that just needs to be heard.
Oh,
like you
God
just
bless
like
you.
I didn't know your voice was like that.
Me
like,
neither.
Without the microphone and stuff, like you just, I don't know, you silenced the room. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to God for being so dope. Come on. Listen.
I heard you all the way out there. I said, wow. I said, that can't be her out there. You like command and demand attention. Like when you step in the room, you remind me of my homegirl I went to school with, Amanda Seales.
Shout out to Amanda Seales.
She's pretty big now. She's in Insecure, the TV series.
Oh, wow. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I went to college with her.
Tell us about
So she's
You know what I'm saying?
but that's what you remind me of, like when she step in the room.
Well, you prophesying because I am gonna get there. You really are. I see myself actually getting there as a writer, director, and as an actress. So you definitely in the building with that.
Got like the nice little sister soldier kind of, feel to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, before I even get to this next question, I think that CP the DJ wanted to chime in when you started talking about the movie. It looked like you pulled the mic close, so talk to us.
Listen, why are you trying to put me on blast? I was just trying to enjoy, the conversation. I was about to ask the same question if you had any castings coming up
so I asked
things
for
like
you.
that.
Okay,
Yeah, you beat it to the punch.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why you are who you are.
All right. Well, I just want to make sure
I'm definitely gonna have a cast, and I'm gonna definitely will send you the
information.
You definitely need to come out too.
Because I know how to fight, and I'll find you for the information. If
Trust me, you got my phone number, so you don't gotta. And we know all the same people, so it's not really hard to get in contact with me.
Strictly professional, y'all.
So,
you know, people here. You got my phone number. It's
right.
professional,
That
y'all.
part.
He's the professional chiller.
That part. Matter of fact, I got his number. And
yeah, okay.
I got his number also. We got.
All right.
Look. We all in the same group chat. That way, it's no problem. We all in the same group chat. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's all business. All business.
Yeah, but God, you can't say stuff like that on
Right.
the air,
You know what I'm saying?
2021. You never know.
Right. So, what is the meaning and behind, like, what is the storyline behind your series? And as a viewer, when I watch it, what's the message that you want me to get? Like, what do you want me to understand as a viewer?
I mean, it's more comedy. It's to make you laugh, and it's just like, well, basically, like my character is just like I want to do a whole bunch of different things. I'm trying to rap in the series. I'm trying to be in the streets.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have certain friends in there like LA, and I'm like, look,
Right.
you can't do both.
Right.
Like, you got to figure out. So now I got people shooting at me, trying to
Yeah,
kill
you
me.
do. I was wondering
So
what was
it's
going
like-
on.
so
I'm
it's
like, why
like-
is he being shot at? Ain't he trying to be a rapper? Like, what is?
That's the whole point. So it's like, you know, and you got to look at like now you see certain things and like how it works out in real life, because it was kind of like even like the 6ix9ine situation. Like he,
Oh, Jesus help!
you know,
This
he
is when you
was,
start praying. People
yeah.
say, "Okay."
So you see, you wanted to
I
do
don't
that
know
instead
that.
of just rap, and then this now happens, and you see the end result.
Right.
So,
See what I'm
so
talking
I
about?
try to put like you know, you want to give like messages and stuff too, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So it's
So-
basically like more like reality. It's like
I mean, that's
showing, right.
anything you trying to do in life. I mean, you know, you
showing
want to
reality
make,
from
you
like
want
your aspect.
yeah, because if you look at like shows, like you got to make it realistic. Like I can't kill a whole bunch of people in a web series and not get arrested or nothing. Like it just doesn't happen in real life.
Right.
Got to get questioned. You got detectives in there. You got to make it look, because people might look at that. That's why, like, my favorite movie is New Jack City. I think
Help
that was
Pookie.
I think
Somebody
that was
help Pookie.
I think that was the most well put together movie, because it had
Mhm.
messages at the end. Because in the beginning, we all idolized Nino. Like he was the
Right.
guy that everybody wanted to be. He had the money, he had the power, he had the respect, he was tough, he had the women, and then at the end he folded.
Right.
So it was
right.
like, oh shit, he folded and he got killed. So
Right.
it's like,
Well, I ain't gonna hold you all this. Like I wanted to be Nino too when I seen them niggas in your series. Well, them guys. Well, you know, in the street we call them niggas when they act rough, right? But them guys in your series,
Those
you know,
goons, the
were
goons,
them
the
goons.
Oh, the goons.
When they was popping at you and all that. When you was trying to get your life, you know, trying to
Oh,
figure
yeah,
it
man.
out, I felt they was a little bit impatient with your process. So I wanted to slide up in there like Pookie. See, they didn't tell you before you got here. I got a habit of including myself and
Oh,
stuff.
nah,
like
you
I do
got
a lot
to.
of remixes and stuff.
and
So
nothing.
yeah,
you
you know.
definitely got to hit him with the Puffy
You know what I'm
remix.
saying?
Definitely got to do the Diddy remix. Nothing wrong about that.
You heard the Puffy remix?
Bad boy.
huh?
Got to.
Bad
Bad
boy.
boy. Take that. Take that.
Take that.
All right. So
So not to cut you off. Sorry, boss. You know,
I'm not
Nah,
the
it's all
boss.
good.
We work together.
I'm trying to co-sign the room. I ain't trying to take over the room. So I just wanted to know, like, what was the deciding factor or the passion behind starting the series that you're doing now? Like, what was it like? You know what? This is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it.
Sometimes I just do things like out of boredom, and I always want to create my own entertainment. Like
Okay.
I have a lot of creative ideas in this mind of mine. So
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of television, and I just think creative. I'm just a creative person. So
Right.
Okay.
I'm like, let me try. And then a guy, he was like a mentor to me,
Mhm.
like in the early stages in 06, from like, you know, Chuck Wilson. He's the president and owner of Baby Grand Records. And when he
Okay.
met me, he was like, you know, like he wanted to sign me as an artist. But then he kept hearing me talk and seeing my personality. And he was always kind of trying to drift me like, yo, you could do that, but if you do films and stuff, like you'll be
Right.
dope. Like, so what he did was he had a website. This is when the digital just started. It was just being started. Like YouTube came out, I think in 04 or 05. And he created a website. It was called Crackspace. So what he would do is, like, you see how like you got all these Instagram like comedians and all that stuff. I was doing stuff like that 15 years ago. Word of mother. I'm gonna try to find it.
Please.
Like I was doing like, so what it is he used to pay me because he wanted content. So as I said,
Right.
like he was already ahead of the game. This guy wrote Soul Plane. He wrote the movie Soul Plane,
Hey, that was my shit.
right? So he's a lawyer too. He's a very smart guy. So he's like, look, I'm telling you, think digital. So he would pay me to give him a 5-minute clip per week.
Mm.
So I'm like, you know, I didn't even know what invoices was at the time. He's like, just invoice me. So I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
He's like,
Right.
at the
right,
time,
right.
you know,
Let
I'm
me
young,
Google
so
this.
I didn't really know.
Let me Google
So-
what an invoice is. Hold on.
It was just like, that was kind of like my first, like kind of like start. So what he did is he was paying me $500 just a week just to do a 5-minute skit.
Wow.
Wow.
So I used to just like crazy stuff. I'm gonna find them too because
That's crazy. You gotta find that because look at you now,
So
not
now-
knowing, right?
yeah. So I used to do that. So that was kind of like, you know, like it was kind of like say like Lucas say like a job or something like that. He would give me a little 10 and all of that. Like so it was like he was very like business savvy, but it was my first start. So a lot of like skits, like it was one on my, because I did Real Talk DVD too. That's my first real start with people knowing me. So I had one skit that I was like getting head like in the video, and I popped out of my body, and I looked back at myself like she sucked me till I died.
Right.
Oh yeah, one of like, out of body experience.
Right.
Yeah, and then I seen a skit like on Instagram like a year ago.
Hold on. Shout out to the out of body experience.
Shout out to the out of body experience. So I see a skit on Instagram people sent me. Somebody copied the same thing that I did 15, 16 years. I'm like, I've been did that.
Wow, you have to find that word.
So it's like I'm talking about this before, like it was a MySpace back then.
Right.
I'm like, wow, I've been was like, you know what I'm saying, already ahead, doing things like, you know.
Right, you've been in the loop.
Yeah, I've been doing this, doing this.
Okay.
For your series, how like when you was getting your feedback from different people and friends, strangers, how who would you say or who would they say that they compared your series to, like the most, or did you get any comparisons? And if not, where would you compare your series to from those before you or out now or of that nature?
I mean, it's in a class by itself because mine is more, not to discredit anybody because I watch a lot of them.
I respect it.
But mine is more like I have a mixture of everything. It's not just street. Like I got comedy and then a lot of them don't have that. They just have street. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. So I like, all right, let me focus more on the comedy because it's like you want to have fun. Like I want to have fun. Mm-hmm. And I want to think about, I got my grandmother in there. I made her a star.
Aww.
Okay.
I got my man Trey.
Shout out to grandma.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there was showing you the impact. So 26 million views overall. Everybody, God rest her dead, she passed now, but everybody knew who my grandmother was. Aww. Everybody knew who Plaga was. Everybody knew. So as I said, I properly plan things and then I execute.
Okay.
That's what I do like in life, because I don't know, nobody wants to waste time and waste money.
That's right.
Those are two things I'm not wasting.
If a person like listening now or viewing, like what they hear and they like, wait a minute, I want to do that. I want to do that. It's nothing wrong with not having the time to like mentor people. However, should someone come to you, for some assistance based on this interview, would you, how would you go about?
I'm gonna answer, but in reality,
they gotta figure that out.
I mean, no, I'm gonna tell you exactly the game is, but people don't be serious, man.
Wait. Now, what if they can't? Hold up, wait. No, I got
a lot of people don't be serious.
What if they came to you with a script though?
They came with a script and they serious, but how many people you got to realize in life, people want to be like, they want to be like piggyback credit. That's what I call them. They don't want to piggyback off like something that's already.
Yeah. So because you're established, it's like, let me go to him.
Exactly.
Instead of doing mine first and then going to him like, okay, I got my first series.
It's like, think about it, you got a show. You might have somebody like to make somebody, I don't know how many listeners and viewers you have, but to say you have millions. Mm-hmm. If you put somebody that didn't work as a host on your show, they are part of something that's already, like the ship already started moving.
Right.
They wasn't here when y'all was just.
I get it.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't what you shooting.
So now
they
wasn't. Yeah, exactly. So now it's like they with you when the ship already sailed. It's already going.
Right.
So now do they get full credit?
True. So that means should that happen, they have to come with some serious
if
something.
They come with a script. They come with a script and the script is fire. Then I mean, the writers are always needed. One thing about the pandemic didn't affect really the film industry like that.
No, it didn't. No, it did not.
You got to realize when you got a good pen and you could come up with like creative things. Now they got apps now. They got Tubi. They got they got more than just Netflix. In a minute, we don't even know if Netflix might still be around because now we have free streaming apps.
The Tubi TV and all that.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay for these apps, and they got and now they got smarter. They have a lane. They have a section just for Black cinema.
Wow.
Yep.
So now you got to figure if they paying you 50 cents or $1 per stream, you got to think about it like that. It don't seem like a lot. You get 400,000 or 500,000 streams. A movie could, a movie, movies are not really expensive to make. You know what I mean? Some are, but you can make an ill movie with $8,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Like me, I really watch and analyze. Like,
How
what?
you figured that out?
It's easy. Friday didn't cost no money.
But I did better. Okay.
Friday ain't cost no money.
Shout
sure
out to
didn't.
Friday and shout out to the producer and creator of Friday. But you know,
He might have spent
based on some interviews,
besides
everybody get paid.
besides paying the actors, that movie cost 30 grand, if that.
I said based on the interview, everybody get paid.
They said they didn't get
Based on
paid.
some of the interviews, everybody get paid.
Yeah, but you got to think
Not
about it.
everybody.
All right, but you got to think about it. If Chris Tucker got paid $5 grand,
Damn.
just listen what I'm trying to tell you. He took a loss to get a gain.
Oh.
His most memorable moment where everybody really known him was from Friday.
Right.
He was in probably stuff before that.
Yeah.
He blew out the water
Wow.
With
when he did Friday.
Yep.
So that $5 grand turned into Rush Hour, which he got
Wow.
20 million.
Yep.
So I'm cool. He took $5 grand. Imagine if he didn't do that part.
Yeah.
Everybody
you're right.
loved him on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Everybody to
But-
this day know him because of
But you got to think about
Smokey.
Yes.
Smokey.
That's
So when you think, don't get me wrong, we know him. You know, the Rush Hour was real big, but
yeah, but no, we know him from
we know him as Smokey.
It's Friday.
Exactly.
You ain't got no job.
You
I'm
got
gonna
no
get you
job.
high today.
So
You
you
got
got
shit to
to
do.
you got to think about it. What if he'd have turned that $5 grand down?
Right.
Right.
He might have not have positioned himself to get that 20 minutes. So you got to remember,
Mm-hmm.
Rush Hour. He started doing Rush Hour right after that.
Yep.
Because you got to think about it. Ice Cube, if you really look at it, he's so smart. He uses the same actors, and what he does is he goes and looks at back then he gave a strategy, but I already knew it to just being a fan. He was going to what he was doing. He was going to Def Comedy, was it Def Comedy Jam?
Yeah.
He was finding the funniest like actors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you got to remember, right after that, he grabbed Mike. What's name declined it? He grabbed Mike Epps and blew him up.
Wow.
That's what he's starting. That's what he did. So he's discovering the talent. So we can't say Ice Cube is not the GOAT because
You're
look at
right.
it. He's discovering.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? And he keeps some of the same
People, yes, he does.
people.
Yes, he does.
And
I
a
think- I
thing.
think that.
You see, what's name said he was like, well, I only got $5,000 or $10,000 for the first Friday, and then I got $400,000 for the next Friday. The pops that died,
Yeah.
John Witherspoon.
Okay.
John Witherspoon. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he.
But
did.
even though he was in
Okay.
mad stuff before, but shit, that movie only took like 3 weeks to
Wow.
film. That movie ain't take no long. You know what I'm gonna tell you? All he did was break up one block. He broke up his house. He broke that shit up into 3. His house, the outside of the house, the living room, the bathroom was Pops taking the shit at. His fucking the bedroom,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you got the house that next door with the grumpy guy was like, "Yo, stay off my grass."
Right.
Then you got Miss Parker that lived across the street.
In the corner store.
Then the corner store was down the block,
I'm
and
done.
then you got Smokey,
Wow.
up the
Smokey
street.
crib up the street.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that movie ain't take no money to film. He did that shit probably in 2 weeks.
Expect me to contact you in about a year or something, like 6 months to a year, because I don't rush my scripts. But expect me to contact you. That's all I'm saying. Give it up for all this Michaels, y'all. He was in the
I'm
building.
just trying to tell you, they don't. You gotta realize if you look at like Tubi and stuff like that, some of them people are shooting movies with like almost a handheld cam. So you gotta think it's like music. You don't have to do $1 million video anymore. Nobody cares about that.
They
Bobby
doing videos
Smurf-
on their phones.
Bobby
Wow.
Smurda and them wound up changing it. Well, other rappers, not just them, but like
Right.
other
Mhm.
rappers. That video, when he threw the hat in the air, that shit probably cost $150. I'm just
You
being
probably had
honest with
somebody catch the hat, and that
Yo.
was it.
When I'm talking
going
about the
home.
hot nigga video,
the hot
they
nigga
never did the
video.
video over. That video, one of the hood directors shot, it probably cost $200.
Mhm.
So that $200, why? Got to think about it. $200 still got played on now. It still get played on MTV. Still got played on
Mhm.
BT. Still got played
Okay,
on all the
wait.
big networks.
See,
That
let
cost no
me
money.
be clear, because I did listen to you. My contacting you is that right there. I got my own script, my own brand, my own stuff. It's just that right there because you studied that in like this
You have to.
filming thing in a way that
If this is
I
what you,
didn't even imagine to even look at it. It's like you look at the way you're able to break down how the Friday movie was filmed. That is amazing. See, you're gonna help me save some money
it's the same thing.
and pay some people.
It's the same thing as breaking down Instagram. Instagram is basically for front purposes only.
You know what?
I'm just saying it's the same. It's illusionary shit.
You're right.
And when I look at this and some people and females that I be knowing, I get a laugh because see, like I might not never get 100K or 200K or 300K.
Right.
Because I don't know how to front is what you see. What you
Wait,
get.
Right.
stop. Wait, slow down.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea what I used to go through sometimes. Because I'm still a baby here at DTF Radio. I'll be a year in August, God willing. But when I would look, and I would be like, never mind sex sells. It's just, what am I not doing? Like what you saying? Like what? I don't know how to front either.
But you don't know. You
Why I gotta front for a brand?
I mean, social media is for front purposes only. I mean, you could use promoting, but the females, the guys, it's like a person to take a picture next to a Lambo and have an ill caption like "Going with the Wind." It could be somebody else's Lambo. I see people that's taking pictures in backyards in fucking Westchester and act like they're in Jamaica. So it's like, but they get the likes in the comments because it becomes, it's like a rush now.
Wait, you gotta let me know that address to that backyard because I don't know if
I'm just
make it
saying.
to
I mean,
Jamaica
if you catch the lighting, if you catch the movies, the same. Everything is illusionary.
Wow.
You got to think about it. Why on Instagram? Why they got all these ill filters for these females?
That's true.
Then when you see them in person, like, oh shit, look like stir fry shit.
That part. That part.
Wait, bro said stir fry. Hey, yo, shout out to God for being so dope. I look like this. This is how I look. I'm sorry. Yo, I cannot.
You know what I'm saying? You got some people that just promote. That's why I always give my brother Spook is just do. Like he has 11 or 12,000 followers, and all he does is promote food.
Hold up, say that again. Say that name.
I said
That's
Spook,
the bro.
Original Chef Spooky on Instagram. And I always give him his props because you got to realize his 12,000 followers is engaged in what he does. He's promoting his food.
That's right.
We can't
even get away from that.
We can't front that off.
Can't.
So this is how he promotes his business and acquires currency.
That's right.
He's not, you know what I'm saying? Like you got people got 400,000 or 500,000 followers and might not have $400. It just doesn't. The finances have to add up to the likeness,
I know that.
to the litness or whatever the fuck you want.
All right, Grandpa.
Yeah, so like it just has to make sense. Everything just has to make sense. In life, things have to make sense. So you got to realize Instagram and whatever, Twitter, all this shit is created because on Instagram you could be whoever you want to be. If you want, you be the toughest guy in the world. You could go in there and take pictures with guns and shit. Say some ill shit like war ready. Like you can be whoever you want to be on these shits. Right. That's why the kids really know how to work this shit more than the adults because they don't give a fuck. They promoting anything, beefs, all shootings. They putting everything on that shit.
That's right.
I don't know how to do none of that shit. I'm just working, like learning live and all this other shit more.
Right.
Day by day, I'm trying to figure out more shit about this shit.
He said, I ain't doing that shit. I'm a film director. I'm a creator, producer, and a writer. Heard you.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Heard you.
You got to think about it. People are getting paid just from Instagram, their followers. They're getting bookings and all of that. And it's free promotion.
That's a fact.
You got to think about it. It's free promotion. You gain 1 million followers on this shit. Boom. You get club hostings, $2,000, $3,000. You get flow out here.
Damn.
Girls are making livings off this shit. They flying to different countries and shit. Niggas is flying them in just because of their followers.
I mean, if somebody could just let me be one of their best friends, I just want to be the best friend that fly with the girl that do all that.
You ain't gonna want to do that.
Okay.
Then
I'm not gonna want to fly with her either.
You gonna want to fly, but then they're gonna try to get you to engage in activities.
Never mind. Look, I lied.
So that ain't gonna work for you.
But let me ask you this. I want to ask you this before we go, right? I want to ask you, do you have a favorite episode? And if so, which one and why?
The season finale, the first one. And the first season 1, episode 1, season 2. You know what it is? Because it was longer. It was like hour and 15. Mm-hmm. It was so suspenseful. Like it was dope. I watched that one all the time. And some of them I got like millions of views. So, you know what I'm saying? It just, as I said, when the time I do these interviews, I just try to keep everything logical. You know what I'm saying? Like, logic is gonna sell.
That's a fact. Well, I definitely, I'm really, really enjoying the interview. I feel that you have a lot more to offer. So I would like to talk about a second date because I just learned a lot. Because
I mean, you got to study it.
I
It's like
just learned some
like
stuff,
this.
so-
If you're doing a radio show,
Mhm.
you have to watch first. You start by watching every radio show in this building.
Right.
So you have to figure out what not to do. What not to do and what to do. Like because you want to be different. Like when I started the web series, I was supposed to do it in 2013. I had no idea really how to do it. I would have been the first one that did it. But instead I waited because I wasn't sure exactly how to do it. And Money and Violence came out first. So they already had to step up. So they might have been 14 when they came out 14. So the year I was supposed to do it, I would have been first, but I could have failed because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. They came out, they crew, and it was lit. So they paved the way. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it would have been better if you would have did it back when you was thinking about doing it back in 2013, or do you think the fact that you did wait to do it when you decided to do it was a better fit and a better decision?
It definitely wouldn't have worked in 2013 because I didn't understand, and I'm a type of person I like to figure everything out before so I might have failed, and you can't be scared to fail to exceed. So it's like I might have failed. It wouldn't discourage me or nothing, but I like to properly plan, have everything figured out, the way I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna promote it, all of that. They might have figured it out, you know what I mean? Like first, I'm not mad because I still mentioned in the top 5, so I'm cool with that. I still got my followers up. I mean, I got some of your favorite artists that became fans and reached out to me and called me. Mason, all these guys, like they fans of the show. So like it connected, it worked for me. And I was able to now meet, people like Young Guru that I can get on the phone that helps me out and gives me, words of encouragement and stuff like that. So
Well, shout out to all of your accomplishments. I want you to
as I said, it's not, I figure like, things as hard as you make it.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta sit back one day, whether if you have your hookah, your weed, your liquor, and you just have to think and just try to figure shit. I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. It might take me a while, but you can't rush greatness.
That's a fact.
I might, I look at like Samuel L. Jackson. He got his first acting job at 43. So for some people, you consider that, man, that's old as hell. This, that, and the third. He got his first acting job at 43. He's worth almost $1 billion now at like 70.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It probably wasn't that many people that encouraged him. They're like, man, go work at McDonald's. Work this. He got a wifey that was down with him the whole time that used to, I think, smoke crack with him or something.
Wow.
Look where he at now. He was a damn near extra in Coming to America 1.
Wow.
When he tried to rob the McDowell's.
Well, I'm definitely encouraged. The interview was very effective. I didn't even expect to get so much. Not that I had any type of expectation, but I want to say that this interview has been a blessing to me today because I definitely am in the middle of completing a script that I've been writing. That's my first script. Nobody, you didn't know that. So I'm definitely inspired. So shout out to you for being an inspiration to me. And I'm sure you're not only an inspiration to me because I checked out them dudes. And they healthy. So I want you to let the people know, when is your next episode or season dropping?
I'm trying to put out the season.
And where could we find you and that information?
Well, Allis_Michaels is my Instagram. Allis Michaels is my Twitter. Allis Michaels is my Facebook. Hopefully I can get the next episode out the end of the month. Also got an EP I'm working on, like a soundtrack. Try to get that out next month. And I could clear all of that stuff out. Then I could start focusing on movie sides. That's gonna be my first script that I wrote, like a whole movie script.
Nice.
And hopefully I can start filming that by the summer and put that out like the fall of
2021, 2022.
2022.
Got you. Well, listen, I'm gonna say like Principal Shanon Lakeisha Williams said last week, Black men are dope. Give it up for our Black men in business, y'all. Please give it up. Because I'm definitely inspired. All right. We are definitely still celebrating Women's History Month, right? So I want to take this moment to have to acknowledge our honoree. Cut that music down, please. Our honoree for today, she is an amazing, amazing soul. She is an artist. She is a singer. She is a rapper. She is a host. She is a media personality. And her name is Phoenix Rocks. Give it up for Phoenix Rocks, y'all. She has just relocated from New York City to California, about to do some amazing, great things. So I want to take this opportunity to read a short bio of her and present her certificate of appreciation. It says this award is given to Phoenix Rocks for her dedication to excellence and empowerment. It is from my team and I. We will be all signing and presenting this award, certificate award, to our honoree for today. And her name is Phoenix Rocks again. You can follow her at PHOENIXX Rocks _. Musically, Phoenix is a singer, songwriter, rapper, host with a flair for showmanship. Throughout a 15-year plus career, she found herself under the wing of and contributing to sessions with industry professionals that include Jack Knight, Bad Boy Music label, Little Eddie, Serrano, Yummy, Bingham, Steph Reed, Joey Harris, T-Soul, and many other influencers. Her list of nominations includes Soul Train, 2X Afropunk semifinals, or 2 times Afropunk semifinals, and Out Music Awards. Phoenix YouTube channel has 18K views with her song Outside the Box, supporting 12K of those views. I'm gonna need y'all to click the link in her bio and check out that Outside the Box and cop yourselves some new merch. And a hardworking indie artist, Phoenix has booked a number of gigs in the past number of months. She is a cast member on 8 at the Table, a web series with 3 million views, open for Carter the Friend at Babies Are Right. The musical director at Church Name performs with the highlight featuring Greg Banks and maintains a regular performance schedule throughout the Northeast. Follow Phoenix IG and YouTube. I will spell it again. It is PHOENIXX. Give it up for our honoree for today in celebration of International Women's History Month. Phoenix Rocks, y'all. All right. Now, forgive me because my IGTV has been lost. However, we in the building. We will definitely post the clips. You could also check out DTF Radio YouTube channel. In about 2 days, it will be uploaded there. Also, you can check out Vimeo if you would like to see it right now, because it'll also be there in about 33 minutes. We are here every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. from the Heart of a Poet at DTF Radio. I am your creator, producer, and host, Kashima Amish. You can follow me at CASHEMA_beauty. Give it up for CP the DJ on the ones and twos. Follow him at CP the DJ. Give it up for Blazing Fire TV for that beautiful content. Follow him at Blazing Fire TV. Give it up for our guest for today, who is very inspiring to me, Arliss Michaels, the writer, creator, and producer of the hit series on YouTube, The Professional Chiller. Give it up for him, y'all. All right, we're going to let CP the DJ take us out. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
First and foremost, shout out my boy Selected the Best in his absence. We here each and every Sunday. Let's go. We call this one Out the Box. Phoenix Rocks.
I've always been the type to do my own thing. Never had to follow the crowd. I kept my head.
Let's go.
Never think for people, you got to change. Just keep it moving. They'll see there's more to you in time.
Like I said, we here from the Heart of a Poet each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. Blazing Fire TV. Kashima Amish. CP the DJ. Select the best. We call this one Outside the Box. Phoenix Rock. Let's go.
Just keep it moving. They'll see there's more to you in time. Never let them see you down. Never let them see you fall.
Whoa, whoa.
You do, you got this. They can stop it. They can stop it.
Hey.
Got that special something, the part that makes us who we are.
You know the vibe.
No difference. There ain't nothing wrong with the box. That's where I'm gonna be. Outside the box, broke the walls around me.
Hey, hey.
Wait, how it's up to me. Outside the box, outside the box.
Yes.
Everything ain't what it seems, despite what you see.
That's that Phoenix Rock, y'all.
Front of your eyes.
Like all this Michael said, you gotta be outside the box.
And out in any crowd.
Give it up for CP
How it be? Got a crazy style, a little wild, but it works for me.
Once again, this is Phoenix Rock, y'all. Outside the Box.
They can stop it now.
Catch us next Sunday. Right here from the Heart of a Poet. Blazing Fire TV. Kashima Amish. Select the best. And I am your man, CP the DJ on the ones and twos. Let's go.
How I say it's up to me.
Uncle Tone, I see you.
The box, outside the box.
Whoa.
Only when you so go outside the box, outside the box. No
Let's go.
can do what you do like you outside.
We out of here, y'all.
Go outside the box.
Don't forget, outside the box.